You love the classic taste of our refreshing Beppis Cola. Wouldn't it be great and convenient if there was a soda that could also satisfy hunger? Introducing the new cola-flavored Beppis brand dietary replacement beverage. It's the new source of everything your body needs to run at 100% efficiency. Conventional food is archaic. Beppis brand dietary replacement beverage is injected directly into 3 special points for maximum efficiency. Embrace a fuel of a new generation, the fuel of the future.
And we're live! The 3rd time! Ah. Where's the CD, geek? Ugh. CD tray? What's that? Legitimately though, people kind of use it as a cup holder. I have. Ew. Ew. All right, let's get started. And then it'll be your fault. It'll be your fault. Okay, let's begin. Oh. Wait, what? Nani? 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 Hold up. Hold up. What? What the fuck?
Guess I'm not the only one with technical difficulties. There we go.
So the entire intro, you guys did not hear. We're live! The 4th time.
I think my mic spam is even more fitting now.
Okay, great.
Oops, you have to put the CD in your computer.
We finally put the CD in the computer.
You found
See,
it.
I told you you have to put the CD in the computer.
Yeah, just had to. Wasn't running the right file. Anyway, this stream is sponsored by Beppis. This is the 3rd time I've done this thing. But Beppis, fucking drink it. I swear to God. Anyway, welcome to Aether's Workshop Starry Eyes, the podcast where you submit your submissions. We give you tips and tricks on how to improve your animations. I am a Spriter, creator of Olympia. We have Wishstream, creator of Astra. We have Geek, creator of Malo. Hey there, everybody. Nice.
Okay.
Sprites! Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
Let's see how many people put square next to other square. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Our first submission. It's a lovely little one. I like
Yeah,
art
we
style.
got a little spin man. Look at him spin.
Look at him. Oh. That was a terrible impression.
Speedy.
Here we go. Oh man.
Interesting choice for a weapon. What is that?
Is that a bacon sword?
Yeah, no.
That looks like a bacon sword.
Very interesting choice in weaponry. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. We'll
Yeah.
keep the defeat the opponent by keeping the opponent hungry.
Gotta
Only
keep fighting,
two
but
months.
they smell the bacon. They want to eat.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want lunch.
Okay, is there?
Yes,
content
that's
for this?
bacon. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Interesting
Bacon.
choice of weaponry.
A blade. Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and get the reviews for this one going on.
Okay.
All
Which one of us will be beginning this one?
Not it.
Yeah, I
That's fair.
will also. Currently, says I'm not best in animations, but also this is a side special. You know what? I appreciate that you said that because first of all, I'm glad that you actually compensated your terrible animation with style here. You know? Yeah, you have this wonderful white outline to attack.
Yeah.
Your character in general, and that
This entire thing is Mixels, honestly.
is it? Is it?
It's double res.
Oh, good. I respect that you are using. You know,
Respect the hustle.
Okay, so rival sprites are usually made with a size, right? They're usually half the size that what the game does, and then you just scale it up to ×2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know if they already know that, and this is a deliberate choice, or if they just never noticed all the pixels in the game are bigger.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, sprites are usually half size than what the game tells you to, and then you just scale it up ×2. In any case, though, if it's deliberate, then I applaud you because it's still a really nice style.
Yeah, cute. It's like sketchbooky.
It's like sketchbook.
Yeah.
Another thing is that what do you call this? If you want a consistent line thickness, like I see you just drew on the line thickness there. Use the outline tool. A lot of programs have it. It'll help you along to have a consistent white thick outline.
Yeah.
But aside from that, choices aside, you're telling me this you're not good at animation? This is really strong keyframes too.
Yeah.
You know, it's simple enough to convey the motion. Like you even added frigging people don't usually have those angled. When they spin, they don't angle the thing. Bacon sword. They don't usually do that if they're new. Yet you made a conscious choice to actually do that. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Spar. Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys are noticed, I'm the one who's streaming.
Yep.
Fire, so we won't ever get a crash. Okay, another thing is it's strong keyframing. if this is definitely the style you're going for, right? Like, it's not smooth, it's sketchbooky, it's what do you call this? Like art
What?
book stickery. Like
Yes,
a little
kind
bit
of stickery.
yeah, there you go.
The white outline definitely helps with the sticker feel.
Mhm.
Definitely.
And then like what do you call this? If you really want, like, if your animation complements this, right? It like you don't need to smooth it out. You really have a really strong tell. I tell you that right now. You have a really strong tell with your actions, and you're perfectly fine with it. If you're trying a serious character, then there's a few pointers that we could give out. So we're not absolutely sure, right? If you're going for like the feel of having if animations, it's like swapping one sticker for another sticker, kind of deal, right? And it feels just right with this character, and it's a pass for me. Aside from that, yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I like it. The style's good. Uh, so as a fan of sphere frames, it feels like you could expand on this smear frame a little more. Like, smear frames are smeary; you don't need to be precise with them. But it feels like this is a little too precise for that. Like, it's a trapezoid when he's like all circles beforehand. He gets like thinner. I don't know. It feels like the range of like the actual sword, and just like the hair and everything, is different pre-smear frame and then going into the smear frame. I don't know. Like, my advice for smear frames that are like this kind, it's like, oh, they're spinning so fast they just turn into fucking horizontal lines or something. Like, go nuts with it. Like, have stuff just extending out because they're being pulled by centrifugal force. And also, something I really like doing, well, something that's also really common and funny to look at, is just have multiple of the facial features just to simulate them being just being blurred a bunch.
Yeah.
Mostly just because it's funny.
Yeah. Another thing, right? You may want to look at that contrast between your brown and black. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit lighter. It doesn't hurt. Just a little bit. I'm not saying into
Just
like,
a tiny bit.
yeah, just a tiny bit.
I don't know if you're grabbing the colors from anywhere, but yeah.
Alright.
Let me get a SpongeBob screenshot to show what I'm referencing.
Okay.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Nice.
Show it, Microsoft. There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What Geek is talking about is a form of a multiple smear, both for the facial expressions.
Oh yeah. Let me just put it up on stream over here.
Yeah. Multiple smears is actually like one of the most underutilized smear like things. And yeah, they're pretty nice. You know? They're kind of a little unruly to deal with sometimes, especially when you don't know what you're doing. But yeah.
Look how many eyes he has.
Eyes, and now he's becoming a spider.
Who the fuck would be a spider? That's fucked up.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Meanwhile,
He's
this
right.
guy in the middle of the screen is so happy about it. Look at him.
But
But yeah,
Sick.
work on the smear frame. Make it more chaotic, because it's a little too simple. It just turns into block.
Yeah.
Also, try to keep the limits of the sword like where they show up pre-smear, because he's kind of pulling it in. That's not, you don't even want to do that.
Yeah.
Extend the hitboxes out.
Yeah.
It'll be a safe move. Don't worry. People won't.
You'll regret it if you don't do it. As for, well, anybody else got anything else to add to it before I add mine in?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. So, the animation in and of itself is pretty good, especially for the kind of character that we're looking at. It's a very stickery character, very Paper Mario-esque. But even then, Paper Mario has like some nice little motion going on with it, with a lot of its animations. Something that I would probably say, other than doing a little bit of a more interesting motion with the body spin, because the sword spin is nice. I like the rocketyness of it, like it's very unbalanced. He's spinning out of control.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, the actual body is still like stationary. Like it could be a little wilder, Like think Crash Bandicoot spin. Like that shit's chaotic. Go for that.
Yeah.
And even then, you could do that by doing what you already did with the sword smear and just like skew the lines a little bit, like one direction to the other. And one other thing that you could probably do, well, what I would like for you to do is that on the end frame, like the recovery frames where he's obviously dizzy, make him rock on his foot.
Make him do a little short hop.
Yeah, like some kind of like extra motion where he's trying to steady himself, even though he just spun out of control for a second, and obviously he's dizzy. Like him being still is all right, especially for a stickery looking character. But like that extra motion would actually like portray it a lot better than just being still.
Yeah.
And again, you can just like move the torso, like move the upper body, and just like rock it left to right and just animate the leg.
Yeah.
Like that would be completely passable for this kind of character. I wouldn't recommend doing like 70 different poses for this shit. Like, come on. Like, this is obviously a very simple character in design. Keep the animation simple. Like, it's fine. If it's a stylized choice, I would approve of it.
Also, Twisted, we first described the art style as stickery and sketchy, then Paper Mario. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different interpretations of it,
Yeah. All I know, it could be like...
That's the beauty of the art styles.
I forgot that one Stickman character that has white outlines, too. And... forgotten name. Alright.
It feels like I should know what you're talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little nitpick with the pre-smear spin thingy. Notice the angle of the sword when he's facing left during the spin. He raises it back up for a bit, and it's weird. Like it doesn't really convey momentum a whole lot because he's just raising it back up to neutral for a frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have him stick it out.
Yeah.
Keep the sword out.
That would be amazing.
I just remembered what the stickman with the white outline you were talking about. It's Fancy Pants from
He didn't have a white outline.
I remember the sprites that we saw on stream, like in the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Having a white outline.
Okay, specifically the Fancy Pants sprites that were in this. Okay, I thought you were talking about it in general.
And also, like, he's commonly, like, in media outside of his own game, usually has a white outline.
Yeah.
It just shows the source material a little better because it's a stick figure and like the world he's in is like drawn. Like
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
I like
good with this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm go over to our next mission.
Yeah.
Next submission.
Next submission. Oh.
He's back.
Ooh,
He's back. Is big.
And his colors are
Big-
clearer than ever.
big boy.
There he is.
Is this the same like base sprite? He feels completely different.
You
Yeah.
want to know why he feels completely different? Because he actually listened to us with the color suggestions.
No,
Yeah.
like he's got an entirely different stance. Man,
I swear to God, if this is a Blannery sprite,
it doesn't look like a Blannery sprite.
Absolutely not.
Blenner.
Also, you could
It's-
clearly see the frigging muzzle too.
Yeah.
this,
Wait,
this
is he
guy's
not
been-
a dog?
he's something.
He's got like tusks. Is he supposed to be like a warthog or something?
Oh, I don't think that's Tusk. I think that's like the mouth part of the mask.
Oh, well, it looks
and
like
just
a
leaning
tusk.
down.
Yeah.
And who's gonna start off this one?
I guess I'll start off
Before it.
by saying, "Holy shit, the blade looks so good! Look at that! Look at the smear! Look at the momentum on that! Look at it scrape across the ground! That is so impressive! Oh my god, you should be proud of that! Like good job. Although the rest of this fight ain't perfect, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Like, credit where it's due. You did fucking amazing on the sword blade there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The way that he swings his sword and the way that the lightsaber just acts, like
Yeah, it just feels powerful.
I would
Yeah.
even make a stretch that is like a byproduct of adding a little bit more personality to it, and
Yeah.
it's not like, oh well, he's like shy, so whatever. It's like, no, this man wants power.
He's fucking dead.
Yeah. Incorporate that shit into your animations. It looks way better with than without it. Just do it.
Friggin' F smash. Real good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say, like, the rest of the body leading up to it is a little jerky in the animation. Like, it doesn't need to be super smooth, like, different spread on every limb for every frame. You can copy and paste stuff. That's fine. I do that all the time. Just don't make it too noticeable. Like, one example I want to point out is his helmet on the windup there. It goes from, like, facing completely left to facing completely right, and that's kind of a little too noticeable. Just having a little quick, kind of off-model transition frame to go from one facing direction to the other helps a ton with making it feel smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to tell you guys about that shading on the legs real quick and how it follows the light.
It's really good attention to
It
detail.
does.
Yeah. The shading actually changes when it like scrapes against the floor.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice! Not on the back leg, though. That's always front lit.
hmm
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, for me, it's basically like how limp the cape is, right? I think chat like pointed it out earlier. I feel it just needs more follow through. It just lays on down. It doesn't really move that much once it's already down.
Yeah.
Like just a little bit more movement. It just like hangs on the body there real fast. Like, just a little bit more like lower cape movement, then you'll be fine. At least for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why it feels like choppy. It's probably just the cape for me, right? Like everything else is pretty okay. Like Heck, they even like adjusted the frigging legs a little bit forward when like once the frigging sword is already like followed through, just like a little bit more momentum from there. Really good. I really like that attention to detail, and like you could absolutely tell that the head is spinning towards where they're slashing. Also at the very end, so it's pretty okay for me. I'm not terribly sure why it's choppy. Probably just the cape. What do you guys think? What do you think, Spar?
It's choppy because it's only on the beginning. There is no like going from idle to the beginning of the wind-up. It just snaps straight to the wind-up.
Oh yeah.
And then
that might be it, yeah.
Between that and then right before he starts to swing, it's, in my opinion, missing one singular frame for where the head is starting to turn and like the body is adjusting towards that step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual attack and the like recovery frames of it, beautiful. Looks great. Aside from the cape, which I'm gonna put you on the spot, my dude. You better have that cape on a fucking layer, because even I won't do that on one layer. Like,
whoa.
Hey, Olympia's tail specifically is always on a separate layer. Like, that's because like I'm not gonna get into me making definitive edition Olympia. Just know it's on a different layer. But like, yeah, no, keep that cape on a different layer, because you could do like some fun stuff with like secondary motion and just extending the follow through if needed. Like it's definitely helpful, and also it makes sure that your mind is able to think on the animation. Consider that done, and then you focus on the cape animation.
Oh yeah.
Also, I just hate animating capes anyway, so Godspeed. So yeah.
Something I noticed that I think contributes a lot to the choppiness of it. It feels like it's missing a frame on the wind-up. Like, look at like the idle, and then it snaps immediately to like the cape being in front of the body, and then it snaps immediately back to the cape being behind the body, and the head is an entirely different angle, and pretty much the only thing that actually follows an arc is the sword there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right.
If you have one frame where the helmet is facing more towards the camera, and then have the cape rotating to be back behind him on the wind-up, I think that'll look buttery smooth. That will fix like most of the choppiness issues that we're having with this. But yeah, really good sprite, really good improvement.
I really like it. Like, I love that you took our advice with the colors. By the way, it just shows. Yeah. It just shows.
So much more visible now.
Mm-hmm. And you could absolutely see the features.
Yeah.
If you guys make like a really dark character, don't be afraid to bolster your the lighting a little bit on their character, because you have to compare it to a black outline. You know, with I forgot the term. I think it was called relative sight, where it just if you compare it to like a completely black, there's a big difference between being extremely dark and just a little bit more lighter.
Yeah.
Make sure that it doesn't go invisible on you or just very hard to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead first.
Okay, fine. Don't feel bad if animating the cape is frustrating. Like, it's okay if you get mad at it. Cloth, especially big cloth like that, is one of the hardest things to animate ever. It's a challenge.
You did it to yourself.
See where I got with Astra.
Look up as many references as you can and break down actually animating the cape into as simple mechanics as you need. Because that shit hard.
Okay, for me, you could absolutely go Edna mode and say, no capes! Girl. Okay. One more thing, right? Just a little thing that I started notice is that when the saber goes back at the end towards the end of the animation, or the end lag rather, there's a slight freeze to it. I don't know what it is. The arc at the beginning of the blade is weird, and then there's some weird. Oh, there is a weird block, a weird square at the during the slash.
Where?
At the tip, it kind of sharpens off for a bit.
Oh, this spear is crazy. I can't see what you're talking about. I should view this just frame by frame, see what you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely better to see frame by frame. I gotta put that right.
Let me search through this. Yeah, I can't see what you're talking about.
Maybe it's just me. Hold on. Let me check.
Maybe.
But can it outsmart Bullet? Open file.
I like the little laser handguard things.
I
know the obvious.
Frame 7.
Frame 7.
Frame 7 to frame 8. That's why it feels weird. Frame 7 to frame 8.
It's a little messy. It's not the cleanest arc, I guess, and it does feel like it's hitting the canvas limit, even though it isn't. I don't know.
I think for me it's it's a relatively straight blade, but it should curve a little bit at the tip when you're slashing.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's why it becomes extremely choppy at the at the tip there.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. The actual shape of the blade doesn't really suggest where it's moving.
Yeah, and look at frame 7 and 8, and look at the tip of the blade for a quick sec, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't follow that arc either. It's just somehow.
Oh yeah. It just kind of goes off a little diagonal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I hope this is a stream.
Hold up. So I'm gonna show my screen for a little bit so the stream understands.
The nitty-gritty.
The window capture. Don't make the source visible yet. Right. I was make my common error. Okay, so I'm gonna go straight over here. I make the names. There we go. So I'm gonna hide the sprite real quick. There we go. So, alright. So you guys see my screen right now. Let's make my A sprite, right? So you see this part over here, right? This. Let's go to that. Let's put out the relatively dark color. This part over here, right?
Yeah.
You see how sharp that is? There's this weird square that doesn't follow the arc, like this one,
Yeah.
and then it just chops off the arc over there, so it kind of looks like a circle. And since that's the case, it like during the motion, the square part of this animation over here, right? It just feels it carries over to the stray pixels over here. So it looks like there's like a red block of mess at the very end, so it looks like it's choppy there. So, like aside from that, if you could fix that, that would be wonderful. Like,
Here, I have a really good reference
yeah.
for something they could follow.
Yeah, I think they could follow. Yes.
You said it. We set the joke.
You said my character! This. I am using my special powers for this sprite.
Okay. Special powers activate. Hold on.
Thankfully, there is a character in the base game with the laser sword, and they swing it a bunch.
Oh
It's
yeah.
everyone's favorite to play against competitively.
Yeah, Forsburn.
There he is. Look at him.
for Forsberg. Hold up. Okay, let me just bring the picture up.
God, I love seeing freaking Clarion smears. With the sword animation, it's so good.
Here we go.
So,
Like you see that where it just curves,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's a giant.
Giant arc.
Yeah. Especially in the first frame, that's shown there. Like, it looks like a scimitar.
What if Clarion actually have a scimitar the entire time?
Oh, that would be cool.
A laser scimitar. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, try not to cut off that like arc there. If you could follow that motion, then that would be amazing, right?
Yeah. Like,
Because like
for smears. Go ahead.
Like I could tell you right now, it's like you straightening the blade on that one single frame kind of disrupts that arc.
Yeah.
Another way you could do this, if you really want an absolute straight, absolute straight freaking saber. Well, why am I stopping there? Is check out Zero Saber on Mega Man X6. It's actually completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just bring it up over here so you guys could see. Oh no. Oh no! Here we go. Sprites Inc. Sprites Inc. Sprites Inc. Really useful. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save this over here and show you that.
Also, we've been streaming for almost 40 minutes and we're only 2 entries in.
Well,
maybe because we ain't spend the first 20 minutes fucking around.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, if you notice that, actually, now that I notice it with the saber motion, even the tip of the blade curves.
Yeah, but an important distinction with this one and the one we're looking at right now is that the smear on Zero Saber starts on the whole blade and just gradually tapers off. Meanwhile, like, I don't know, it feels like the smear on the main swing of the dude's blade, I don't know his name yet,
Cillian.
Could be a little thicker. Like, it could suggest more of the blade.
Yeah.
Instead of just the tip.
So you got two paths to this, dude. Pick what you choose. You already have a really good smear frame. You really got even the sparks in the ground. So good. Just that.
Yeah.
The tip of the
It's
blade.
got a whole lot of force to it. Get it?
God damn it.
Oh, I
Alright.
get it because it's from the movie Star Wars. Oh,
Oh man, I love Star Trek.
Alrighty. Okay. I think everyone got their opinions in.
Yep.
yep.
Alrighty. Let's proceed to the next spread. You're doing God.
It's not
There
my
you
fault.
go. No. It's my frigate. Okay, so I'm using like an experimental build of OBS, and it
Oh.
loves to just not use a file selector. Like it crashes it. Like sometimes it's like a 50-50 chance. Oh, there you go. There's the boy. There's the absolute
There he
boy.
is.
Oh my god. Is this a character rework? Like I genuinely want.
It's a visual rework of a character that was work in progress.
Yeah, because like I remember them being a ghost at first. Right?
Oh
Some
no,
kind of
no!
ghost.
Different character. Same modder, different character.
Ah, okay. Same modern, different character. Okay. Real good.
You play Devil May Cry once, and your world just changes, doesn't it? I'm not trying to call you out. It's a really good upgrade. Don't worry about it. Like you let your influences guide you through. Like, don't let it stop you. Don't let people be like, "Oh, this looks like Devil May Cry." Fuck it, do it. Like, literally, not like it does not matter. I see you in the chat side.
You guys
Yeah.
start with this. I need to get myself some tissue. I've been sneezing.
Nice.
Alright. Who's starting this off?
I started on the last one, so
I got it.
go.
Put me in, coach. So,
Go.
this move feels really freaking good, right? It looks like a sick ass animation, as it should. Like doing a wrist spin of a fucking axe. You got to be some sort of badass to pull that off, man. Like that's just not something you just do casually, right? I would say that my only gripe with it is that the windup is not strong enough for it. And that's this is just a Sprite Star thing, right? Like it's not, this animation is not bad by a long shot. The fact that he steps forward, or she, I don't know if I know the modder identifies as she. I don't know if the character identifies as she. But that's
Let's
besides
go
the
with
point.
they, I guess.
Yeah. They take a step forward, you know, their body actually turns. That you can very clearly see where the direction is going.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. You know, there's wind that's picking up from the spin. That's a really good attention to detail. Like the fact that the axis is spinning and like the tail and the cloth and of the scarf is actually picking up wind from the spin. It's a very good touch. I really like that. Why am I echoing?
Echo!
Why am I echoing? Wait.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Guys, I drank too many monsters for a second. The effects were starting to kick in.
Oh no, you're
sorry
doing
about that. It's
Shadow
like the
Clone
microphone.
Two of
Yeah,
them.
it was my microphone. Like, okay, I just realized my Bluetooth headset disconnected. So I changed the
Sprite
app.
does double team.
So, fancy thing, there's this thing called stereo mix. And if I move my headset far enough, right? Because like the tissue is downstairs, like inside the bathroom, so it immediately cuts inside there. It changes my audio output to the stereo mix instead of my microphone for some reason, even though my default device is my microphone.
Spar should drink G Fuel. Don't worry, I already have something planned for that. Personal shit.
Alright.
I will elevate. But yeah. As far as gripes go, I see 2 immediately, but I'll let someone else pick that out. But the thing that I'm picking out is that the startup frame for this, Finnick is a dude. Okay, cool. You see where the first frame where he starts to like reel back and prepare himself for the spin? I would probably like bend his arm more so you could see that a more of a tell that he's going for the spin, right? You could do that with like just bending the arm. You could try and hell, you could even do something different where like you hold the axe at a different, like the wrist at a different angle, so it'll be more of like a natural curve to it and a little bit of like a finesse spin to it if that's what you're going for. So you got 2 little options for that. But overall, one of my favorite animations you've done for this character so far, Finnick. Fuck, like, good ass job. Like, holy shit, did a great job on this. Yeah, pass it over to somebody else.
Is Wish still AFK?
I just went up to pick the door. I went to pick up the door. Sorry.
Cool.
What did I miss?
I guess I'll go next.
Yeah.
Spar's done. Yeah, I agree with Spar. It's a really good animation. Not really like an animation critique or anything, but I'm trying to... Well, first off, don't take this too seriously. I'm sure nobody's going to notice this in gameplay or even looking at it in practice mode. But how is the axe moving? Is it going through their arm? How does it go back there, but the handle doesn't? How does it show up above? What's the perspective?
You know what I'm thinking? You know those pen spinning? Doing that with an axe?
Yeah, just like have it twirl between his fingers, except it's a giant fucking axe handle.
You say that, but that's a very Devil May Cry thing.
Yeah, that is a very DMC thing. Oh, yeah, I'll let that one go. Mainly because it looks really fucking cool. As for actual critiques, there is a little nitpick. I think the lingering smear on the very end of the attack stays for like 1 frame too much. Like during the actual spin, it looks fine, but like when he actually stops spinning and actually does the end leg, then it kind of stays there for a little too long. Stops looking like a smear and starts looking like stuff actually flying off the axe.
Yeah, this is like shaving off the axe whenever you do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick this out, right? Aside from like what Sprite Star said already.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that you heard while you were AFK.
Only thing I heard of is my mind is blanking.
The wind-up should be more exaggerated as well.
There we go, yeah. The wind-up should be more exaggerated, and that's exactly what I was thinking I'm going to say, but at the same time, like, yeah. That's exactly what Sprite Star said. Aside from that, I'm actually legitimately trying to pick out something here, and I'm not seeing it. You know, like, I could say something about, like, you know, how the stuff is detached on the scarf, but, like, it's a design choice kind of deal.
Yeah, that's cute.
Aside from that, I can't really find anything else. Maybe aside from like the opening of the ear, right? like the white part of the ear just suddenly transferred to the side.
Oh yeah, huh? That's weird. I mean, they are rotating their head a little bit, but I think the ears rotate a little too much.
Yeah. Aside from that, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Although, looking at it more, the end lag frames are fine, except the head is a little shaky, I think? I don't know, it's really minor.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot minor. I'm actually having a hard time picking out something aside from what
Yeah.
Star said. So,
Good.
Good job on you on that. Really good.
Beated us.
Yeah.
Defeated you two. I elevated, apparently.
Yeah.
Or juice pet. Did most of us. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I can't find anything on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna be honest here. Alright.
I think if it was this hard to find any sort of criticisms in a sprite, then I think it's good. Don't change it.
Yeah. Like aside from the
Like,
exaggerated
besides
stuff,
what's
like,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like creating a better tell for the animation. That was literally the only thing that I would say. Like the beginning frames is just like, oh, the viewer, the player, the opponent, whoever's looking at this is they're going, when you see the move, the first thing they're going to see is obviously going to be the first motion, the first keyframe. You as the animator are supposed to lay that out as clear as you can without literally spelling it out for them, like if Finnick is going to spin the X, sell that he's going to spin the X, like,
Yeah.
sell it. You've already sold the rest of the animation, like when the hit lands, when the spin actually happens and when he pulls back, like it's very clear what happened. But you could always sell the beginning way more, like, and that's for every animation. Like, that's why there's been a resurgence of characters going, like, having their a resurgence of modders going back to their characters and retouching animations, or in my case, outright making a new version. Like, you can always improve on these things. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good anime.
Good animation, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
They're new.
Yeah, it's new. Ah! Yeah, I woke
Even the
up
bells
too
like
late.
it.
You get the Bell's approval. Good job.
Yeah, alright. See you to the next one.
Right. Look out! They're right behind you! Oh no!
Yo.
I'm trying out a new technique midstream here, so yeah.
They have been defeated.
Alrighty, let's go to this one. Void Fox here.
High def Void Fox. High def Void Fox.
Okay, I know I'm
Pull on
90%
gang, yeah.
of this one. It's not Sai who made this, right?
It is,
But it's
it is
very
one of-
convincing.
Yeah.
You got this really well, okay?
Yeah.
In
Side-fan
fact,
character.
yeah. Okay. Minor gripe, right? Like, absolutely, you nailed it. You nailed it. Sai style, everything going on to this, really good. You even got like the smear, the one color smear. And here's a tip though: move the hair, move the ears, just a little bit.
Oh,
It's pretty stiff. Like the entire body moves really well, and for just some reason, like the hair and the ears just doesn't move that much. That's it for me.
yeah, it felt a little off, but I couldn't place it.
Like, you got everything right. I'm telling you this right now, you got everything right.
Yeah.
Two-hit job. And it definitely feels like a two-hit jab. Really good. Hair. Just the hair. and if you guys have anything else to say?
I'm like staring at it and just kind of tilting my head.
Yeah?
The only thing I could point out that I think would need changes is just like a minor little thing in that the first hit, the actual blade of it kind of just flips upside down, and it doesn't feel like they're rotating it all that much. But it's still a quick motion. It's not really noticeable a whole bunch, and it would be even less noticeable if the smear was the same color.
Yeah.
But
And-
yeah, I don't have much to like actually criticize on this one. You did a good job. I like the little cloth physics that you added on the sleeve and the I don't know the name of it. The robe thingy.
Yeah.
It's nice and floppy. Good job.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you animated the tail. Yes.
Tail. Tail always good.
Tail,
Good tail. Tail.
I've forgotten to draw the tail on like 50% of things I've drawn in my lifetime. That or
Alright.
wings. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I have to say about that.
Alright. Let's proceed to the next one, I guess, unless Par has something to say.
What do we use for-
I don't have much to say to it, and I think my main issue with it, because like this character is in personality, I can already tell this character is very like focused, and I don't make characters like that, so I always have I'm like 2 for 2 for characters that has like some dumb quirk about them that they haven't fully mastered their style yet,
Mhm.
This one has that feeling to it.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, you're good.
We good? We good?
Good job.
Yeah.
Good sprite.
Good sprite.
Okay. Good sprite. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wait.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
The style animation. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Ooh, okay. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
there you go.
no, these are spoilers.
Oops. Yeah, apparently I've been going the backwards order. This is the next one.
Cool.
Nice.
Hi.
You've been bamboozled, all of you.
All of you. You have been bamboozled. Thank you, Hotkeys. Thank you, Hotkeys, for showing me next first before previous. It's the other way around. There you go. Alright. We got Inkling over here. Is this a Smash implementation of Inkling?
I think so. It looks it looks close to the Smash version of him.
Yeah, this one's a JReachLX submission. I know because he's in my server and I've seen it too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Okay. You know what? We'll just come up with. Alright. Okay. I want to know. Right? I want to know. Is why. Like. The backpack. Right? The ink. The ink container.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's moving by its own.
Yeah. It's weird.
I know why that's the case.
Yeah.
Limited pixel space and the Inkling idol is very active, it's moving the way as it should, like as it does in the actual game, but like the tank kind of like has to follow its own like motion in order to sell it, especially since like the ink container is actually like it changes, if I remember correctly, from Smash Ultimate. Like the actual, like the ink inside of it actually like goes up and down.
Oh yeah.
So that might be like a thing that's happening in game.
Oh, I think I know why. I feel like the ink cartridge is like moving widely around. Like the entire body kind of helps that motion, except the head.
Yeah.
It just bobs up and down. It doesn't go like a figure 8 kind of movement to help out the tank, and maybe like the entire upper body too. It just goes up and down. Well,
Yeah,
Well,
what the? Ugh.
okay, Jirachio, you gotta read the description, Wish? Alright, woomy, 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 woomy.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I am glad I am enlightened by this knowledge now.
Yeah, it's Inkling's idol. Alright. But aside from that, right? Like, the entire upper body, like, I could see, like, you're swaying the hips. Entire body doesn't follow up. It just goes up and down. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and for some reason, like, also, like, the hair, right? The two, what do you call this? The
Tentacles?
the
Hair
two
thing?
tentacles. Yeah, it's like also portrays like you're moving the head, but you're moving it up and down. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, that's my biggest gripe. Really, it's just like the entire body is just doing this figure 8 motion, but like the head and the body, like the upper body, is just not doing it.
Mhm.
What do you guys think?
I would say in addition to like making the upper body move from side to side a little bit, lean them forward a little bit. Because if I remember right, like Inkling in Smash especially is leaning forward a ton, like enough to actually tilt the tank forward too. And here they're just kind of like standing straight up. Meanwhile, the legs still kind of act like they're leaning forward. I don't know. There's a weird disconnect.
Oh yeah, I do like how you're doing the legs though.
Yeah, the legs are super smooth.
Yeah. How about you, Spar? What do you got?
Smart.
I think you guys covered what I would say for this. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. If you could like make like the head sway, the upper body sway,
Mhm.
it would be good. But if you lean them forward a little bit more, which gonna require redrawing some stuff, that's pretty good. If you're doing this motion, try to think of it like when you're doing it, like try to do it in person, right? You're kind of making this figure 8 kind of motion, not just like up and down. So it'll help you just get the positioning right for like the arms, the head. It helps you get that convincing motion.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. For like animation wise, sprite wise, I think it's okay. Maybe work a little bit on that shading, by the way. Like the dark browns doesn't help the shading out. It looks.
I think it needs a bit of saturation.
Yeah,
as it gets
definitely.
darker.
Yeah, it definitely needs some saturation because it looks muddy right now.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Alrighty. Good. That one Pennywise dance from the movie IT. It. Why do I keep saying IT? God darn it. We have
That's
this
where he
friggin'
works.
we have this friggin' door in our college back then when I was a student. There's this door where do not disturb the IT, but it's like the movie It poster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Okay. We all good with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, before we move on, Artist of Seer in chat said there's also one pixel on the front-facing shoe that disappears for one frame, like on the toe of it. Can't.
Really?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Really?
Nobody will notice it. It'll be in the ground outline anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Okay, we got
Let's
Wormy.
go.
We got our worm. Worm back.
Oh,
A worm.
which one is this? What is this used for? Up tilt.
It's up tilt?
That's not covering for 0 to 10.
It's a fucking worm.
It is worm.
Swarm.
Context?
I'm not going to start on this one.
Resubmit up tilt since I added every detail besides shadings. IP. Work in progress. I really like this. You're curling up the body and then like you know, making the tail move up and then like moving through the hat.
Mm.
A lot of personality there. I don't know what to say about this one either.
We're getting stumped on a lot of these.
Yeah, no, like
You guys are getting good.
Stop being good, be worse.
do better.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, my little tiny problem here is that it's mostly the fact that I don't know if the hat becomes part of the like the damage hitbox. There you go.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much my beef over here. It's just that I don't know if it's gonna be part of the hitbox or maybe make it less important. I don't know how to do that. This is one of those unique moves that's kind of hard to tell, you know?
Yeah. Plus worm.
Yeah.
Though I will say the ties specifically on the bandana are a little they're vibing. They're doing their own little thing. They're kind of going all over the place. Might want to make them follow momentum a little better instead of just making them move as they want.
I gotta look at this in A Sprite for real. Because like I know I have some critique on the start of it. Oh! Okay, it's a backflip.
Yeah.
Tiny backflip. I thought it's gonna curl up into like, you know, the tail curls up forward. I just realized that. It's kind of confusing. Maybe you should add like a frame before, like one more frame before like, you know, that full circle frame.
Oh, I see how you're interpreting it. It was you thought. Wait, did you think it was like a scorpion sting kind of move, where it's just boop?
No, it's like sliding the tail forward then up. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Just kind of like whipping it.
Just whipping up instead of a backflip.
Yeah. Okay. Those are interesting motions, though.
Yeah.
Backflip is also interesting. I don't know how his hat stays up front when his head is going back and also tilting back. But you know what? Fighter physics.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
cartoony physics. Oh wait, hold up. No, I'm looking at this frame by frame, right? He uses the tail to throw it up back to his head. Okay.
That's wild. There's so much going on in this animation.
Okay, between frames 3 and 4, right? I need to show this on screen again.
Alright.
Because, it is a little bit muddy. Oh. One. That one. Alright. Window catcher, okay. Okay, so you see, if you notice this, right?
Curl.
Like, I feel like there's something missing between frame 3 and 4, right? Like, it just immediately curls. I can't tell the motion between these two. Because, like, either it could be, like, the tail curling forward, right? It's just, like, a mess there. But if you could make them, like, arc a little bit more, like, add an in-between frame between these two, then it'll absolutely sell the tail grabbing the hat and then, like, you know, putting it back on this head while also being up tilt with the tail. Yeah. If I like scroll on this to like one frame by frame, it's really that one frame that's just weird, right?
Yeah, it skips. Ugh.
Yeah, it just skips. So there you go.
Interesting.
So yeah, just add like an in between on those two, and it'll be okay. You could absolutely also sell the motion a little bit more if you like make it a little bit heavy and then like a sudden speed up on like up tilt.
Yeah.
Like
fighting game characters just have invisible rocket boosters strapped to their limbs.
Yeah.
They just move.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worm.
It is worms.
Yeah, I think we covered this one pretty well.
Yeah. I literally do not have anything to add to this.
Yeah,
Or
it's pretty much straightforward. It's really that one frame. That's why I was a little bit confused.
yeah.
All right, next one. Oh. Geek, you start this one.
Oh, what me?
Okay.
Listen,
Sparta.
I have to suffer with my bad internet. You gotta suffer with Indeed Seal. Like that's how it works.
Seriously, that was starting.
I can start.
Okay.
This is a really good sprite, unfortunately.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Yo! Got human hands, so he's a seal. It's weird. This is really smooth animation, though. This is... Man! Like... it's good. I don't have a whole lot to criticize on it. So, yeah.
It's suplex.
Yeah, it's a suplex. I do like how... I like how when he actually does the suplex and lands upside down, he just kind of like bounces back, which normally I would kind of criticize because it lacks a lot of impact, but it gives the impression that he's just really freaking rubbery, which contributes a lot to this character because he's just an orb with hands. Of course he's rubbery. He's ball.
Yeah.
A freaking German I'd be afraid to be German suplex by this thing.
I would be afraid by this thing in general. Also, good job keeping all the spots consistent. That's hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you do. Let's see. the hand kind of snaps being too big, but like the motion kind of portrays that, so it's not a problem. Deal.
Still.
Deal.
See.
Do you got anything on this part?
I mean, I will say something that I like about it. Nice use of smearing. They're very snappy.
In fact,
They
I
even
really
have
like,
the oh,
I really like
sorry.
the shading on the smear too. Love it.
I also like the action lines that's happening on the bottom of the seal when he spins, because it gives another like visual, though very small, very subtle, but it's a visual representation on which direction he's spinning towards, and that's very helpful for a character that ain't got no leg. So
I really like that. Watches fetch to forward. Also, it's a mixture of apparently whiff and hit. And I could definitely see like where it could hit and then like becomes there. That hit animation. Really good tell right there. In fact, I really like the wind up to this too. Right? He just scooches back a little bit before like moving forward. And I really like that.
Yeah.
And like, okay, this smear is on the seal itself, right? It's not noticeable, like it's outlined, but it just sells the motion really well. Is there anything else to tell here?
I think we're good.
I think
one little nitpick I will point out though. The hand on, like when he's in the middle of the suplex, like when he's upside down, kind of jitters a little bit as it's rotating.
Oh yeah.
Like in terms of mostly shading, but also the lines. They don't look too consistent.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I really like to point out here. Okay, it's not a critique. More of like I'm impressed is how detailed the hand is on the ground.
Oh yeah.
You can see the creases on the hand.
So uncanny.
Keep doing what you're doing. At
Please
this point, we're just
more.
yeah. I don't know.
We're gonna have to fight them. People are gonna main him.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah.
Here we go.
Cool. A more comfortable
Excellent.
looking sprite.
You're not even hiding it. Oh my god. Oops. Lava!
Lava. He's back.
There you go.
Back again.
He back you.
He's back. After his debut appearance earlier in the stream.
Back again for the very first time.
Yeah, pretty much. Who wants to start on this one?
Right, your turn.
I'll do it.
Cool.
So, this is a pretty good wobble pet. You guys have really like stepped up on the last batch of entries that we were we were taking. Shut up, chat. Yeah, this is a really good Wobbuffet. I will say that his little like feet thing, orb things, whatever the fuck those are called, those are very snappy compared to everything else.
Oh,
It does need some some in betweening there. I like the little like squash and stretch on the tail thing. It's a good touch.
Oh yeah. Squishy.
Squish.
Swoosh.
Also, nice little thing to point out. He did a lean back for this animation, but he kept the size pretty consistent.
Oh yeah. Good old conservation of mass.
Yeah. Good eye on that.
Yeah.
It could be slower.
It could be slower, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just changing a variable in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Like making more like a.
thing.
This is an idle, right? So
Yep.
yeah, make it like they're breathing into that lane.
Mhm.
You know, timing wise,
Mhm.
make it them breathe into that lane instead of being fast like this. Sell it that they're. The left arm. If I say left arm, by the way, it's like imagine if you're standing on the Boba Fett's position, right?
Yeah.
So the left arm, it kind of jitters there. Yeah. It just
yeah.
jitters on that
The little
side.
twitch.
Yeah. It's like whenever they stretch, it's like the shoulder pops off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Aside from
Yeah.
that, yeah. Here's a tip, right? In Ice Sprite, you could absolutely change the timing on the frame, and you could export that as a GIF, and it'll keep the speed.
Mm-hmm. Can't really do that in Rivals though. It has all the frames have to be the same speed.
I mean, you could technically do it. Like, you could have Windows. on it,
Yeah,
like,
but is it worth the effort?
not really.
And this is where the title screen of Rivals Workshop starts showing up.
But like the title screen of Rivals Workshop shows up in like a Russian anthem. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's pretty much like I'm pretty good with the animation, right? Like, especially like you said, it's the default timing. You could slow it down. Absolutely, it will work just fine. It's just that the arm pops out there.
Yeah. Little thing I noticed. His head thing, the thing on the back of his head, when he tilts back, it should probably move down a couple pixels, but it just doesn't.
Oh yeah, I was about to point that out too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wasn't that? He's a good boy.
yeah, it's a good boy.
Yeah.
It's Boba Fett.
It is Boba Fett, yes.
Boba Fett.
Is that one? We found him.
Yeah.
It's Boba
Uh,
Fett.
All right.
I think we're done with this one.
Yeah, we're pretty done. All right,
It's Boba
you guys. You think that's all the things we got? I think that's all the things we got.
I
Right?
think it's all the things we got.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
all the things.
You think
we
it's all the
There's-
things we
there's-
got?
Let me check. Let me just slide through this.
All the
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
beings.
Yeah.
This is where the credit music starts playing. We go through memory lane.
Yeah. We got all of these. Honestly, I'm surprised. Like, you know, there's a lot we can't pick out. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's satisfying at the same time confused.
Yeah.
And I really like the job that you guys been doing. Shows progression. Why did I say that weirdly? I have no idea. But yeah.
It happens. But yeah.
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 That's all
Very
the
good.
submissions that we got.
Yeah, that's all the submissions we got. It has been wonderful. You guys have been
It's
keeping
been
up.
a treat.
It's
Yeah.
been a treat. It is quite a change. Sorry if we're all over the place. But yeah, all of that, I got seal of approval. There you go. Thanks, Jin. J Radio. Alright, it's
Nice.
lovely. For next week, is this like all the remaining submissions that we have?
As far as the pause on submissions goes, we have caught up completely.
Yay!
Alrighty.
We did it. We finally
Yeah.
did it, guys. Woo.
Huzzah!
He's going. He's so happy. I'm gonna flood Starry Eyes submissions now. Don't.
No!
Okay. So, alright. Got an announcement to make. Alright. We're taking a break for 1 week. Been doing this for continuously, and we need a break. So, maybe we'll find something new, right? Before we're like, accepting submissions. It's still gonna be paused until like the next week after. But for now, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
might like we're gonna take a break, maybe come back with a new person on the team, maybe, or
Ooh.
maybe we could get some new format, because we could absolutely like show you guys what has been transpired, characters has been released since then.
Yeah.
We want to show that off, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so yeah,
Next week should just be me, just alone. And I just kind of look at sprites and I'm just like, eh. Oh, it sucks.
oh god,
Just like slow sip out of a cup.
and just like me, just like watching at the side, just like, hey, what you doing?
Nothing.
Alright. It has been Starry Eyes, guys. Remember to shine your way and reach your dreams, guys. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple.
Peace out, everybody.
Oops, you have to put the CD in your computer.
But we already put it in the computer.
You just took it out.
What do you mean you took it out?
You gotta put it in. You gotta put it in the computer.
But
Hold
the,
up.
the podcast is over.
I hold up. Let me just eject the CD